Hi everybody, welcome to Thursday night. I'm excited tonight to share this in color DSP and a really kind of fun card. This is the DSP. You get 4 of each of these. So this is the front and back. Okay, you get 4 of these in the pack, and then you get 4 of this design, and this is the front and back in each of the 5 colors. So it's a great value, and it's fun to use. And this is the 20, 25, 27 in colors. They also come in the subtles and the regals. You know, the regals are the darker colors. The subtles are the pastels. Then there's brights, and then there's neutrals. So this is a card that I made, and it was inspired by Delight of My Art, and that's Deb Smeak, and it's inspired by her. I changed everything. It's the basic card, but I changed all of the dimensions and did my own dimensions. So there that is, and you open it up, and it's got a little get well soon, little tissue box in there. So that's kind of a fun card. Boop. So we're going to use another color of this. We're going to try. This is Cloud Cover, and we are going to be using Timid Tiger. So I'm going to show you how to cut it. First, I'm going to let you. I'm going to put this up a little higher, and so that you can. Let's see, is my light going? Do I have my light on? Oh, I don't have my light on. My good light. There you go. Maybe that'll help with getting the picture. So let me see if I'm on here. I've got the little. If there's a live up here, you know I'm live, and you can comment. Let me see there. No. I'm gonna have to go out and go back in. There it is. So hi Diane, how are you? Who else is here? Hi, whoops, let me turn this off. Of course. Whoops, let me turn this off. There we go. And who else do I have? Any other comments? I don't see any other comments. Oh, okay. So go ahead and take a screenshot. Let me just see if I can adjust this just a little bit. Let's see if I ended up being better or worse. Well, it is what it's going to be. Okay, so we're going to start with a 4 1/4 by 5 1/2, and this is Petal Pink. I would have used Timid Tiger, but I ran out of that cardstock. So the one that matches this DSP. So Petal Pink is a nice coordinating color. So this is your base. So I'm going to put that here. And then you're going to cut a 4 by 10 1/2 and score it at 5 1/4. And what I used was the thick basic white. Okay. And so we're going to start by just putting that right on here. And I'm going to use my liquid glue for that. And hopefully not ooze out. I've been having trouble with oozing out. So I'm not going to get so close to the edge with that so that it'll ooze out. And put that right in the middle. I'm going to use my bone folder to spread out the glue. Hopefully I'm far enough away from the edge where it just meets. Okay. And then you're going to cut 2 matte pieces. One at 2 1/4 by 5 and the other at 2 3/4 by 3 3/4. Okay. And we're going to need those when we cut our DSP. So let's put this to the side. We're going to cut our DSP at these measurements. Oh, I cut, oh, here we go. So I'm going to begin by cutting my first one 2 by 4. So I'm going to cut this all the way down. Two by 4 3/4. So there's 2. I'm going to turn this, and that's 4 3/4. Okay. Then I need, the next piece is, I'm going to come all the way down here and do this 2 1/2 by 4. So I'm going to turn this and do 2 1/2 by 4. So, 2 1/2, because I already cut 2 off, so there's 4 left. 2 1/2 by 4, and that should be 4. Okay, and then I need to come back here, and I need 2 1/2 by 3 1/2. This should be 3 1/2. So 2 1/2 by 3 1/2. Whoops. And my last piece is 1 1/2, and this is 1 1/2 by 2 1/2. So out of that whole piece of DSP, this is all that I have left that I don't need. So here we go. Now, bring back these 2 mats, and we are going to mat them. I'm going to change and use this. Got some goobers there. Oh, and I put it on the wrong side. So we're going to be changing this up. So this one's going to be the flowered one. I should have this here to show what I'm doing. So we're going to be changing this up. This is going to be the flowered. And the other side, this one will be here. Oh, so wrong one. This one. 2 3/4 by 2 3/4, and this is 2 1/2 by 3 1/2. And this is going to go on like that. Okay. Okay, now since this is the back, I can tell that that's raised, so I'm going to run my fingernail over the edge. And it just kind of makes a difference to me. There you go. So there's that. Now, the next thing we're going to do, I'm going to lay this on my grid, and this, well, I'm going to lay this on this grid. I'll put this down, and this is going to go here, and with an equal size edge. Let me raise this up so you can see it. So I have an equal size edge here and here, but this is equal to here. Let me show you. And this will be in here like that. So I know that I want it like that. So what I did was I picked it up like this, and I put it on my grid like this, and I just moved it down here so that it was 1 2 3 and 1 2. Whoop, I gotta move that up. 2 1/2. It must be 2 1/2. There, like that. And then when I put that back on, it just kind of helps it just get it straight. So what I'm going to do though is I am going to put, whoops, glue only on this end. Okay. And so this here, let's see if I can figure this out here. Okay, that's pretty good. Now I have this as one unit. What I want to do is take some ribbon, and I'm going to use this new braided trim. It's a bit thick, so I'm kind of wondering about that. But look at how beautiful that matches. Isn't that gorgeous? Isn't that pretty how it matches? And I'm going to put that around to the back. And I think what I'm going to do, oh, I just got this new, so it's got that piece, but I'm going to leave that on. And I'm just going to put that on like that. So I want it to be fairly small because this is going to go here, and I want it to kind of go in the middle of it. So just a bit. So I'm going to put it about there. So that's somewhere about, the top of the braid is maybe on 3, 1, 2, 3, 4s up the top of it. Flip that over. And I'm going to take my stamp, this is Stamp and Seal Plus. This is like, once you get it going. Whoop. There we go. Whoop. Somehow I'm having trouble with it. There we go. Not such a bad thing. Okay, now I'm going to push this down and that come here. And I'm going to take my snips snip it across. Now, what I thought I would do, oh, that looks, this is pretty strong. Ugh. There we go. And then that can go on here. But I thought since it had that braided, I would kind of, thought I'd pop that up. But I might not need to. It'll be fine. No problem. I'm going to use my Stamp and Seal Plus just for this. Probably a little overkill, but okay. And that's the top of that. Now, this is cut with the Spotlight on Nature. I used this die here. And then I cut this with the good old Stylish Shapes, the second one in from the middle. Second one out from the middle. And I stamped it with the You've Been on My Mind from the Beautiful Motifs. It's right down here. This one has some really lovely, just a note, hello, thank you for everything, thinking of you, celebrate, I'm here for you, wishing you love and happiness that lasts a lifetime. This is beautiful for a wedding card. And I'm just going to stick a dimensional here in the middle. Stick this here. And just need a little bit of glue in the middle. And that is going to go, you know what? I think because of that braided ribbon, I'm going to have to pop that up. So we're going to make a little change here. And all I'm going to do, let's see, I'll put one here and one here, opposite. And the ribbon can go through the middle. All is okay. Everything's sticking to me. Okay, I'm going to stick this right down here on the bottom. You've been on my mind. Then we're going to work on the middle. Let's get to work on the middle. Flip this open. Now we're going to score this. Let me get my notes here. Okay. I'm going to score this at, let's see. I forgot to write that down where I scored it. So I think it was a half. Park the dark. It's the half. And then I'm going to go 3/4 over. You know what? I'm going to do this. This is easier for me. Take out my scoring tool. Let's do this. And okay, so I've got a half on either end. Okay, then I'm going to go 3/4 in from that. So it's 1 1/4, and then 3/4 in from that. So that's 2 1/4. And then I have 2 1/2 in the middle. Now, this is for the tissue box. What I'm going to do is take this little die from Stylish Shapes for the middle of this. I'm going to stick it right here in the middle of the tissue box so the tissue has somewhere to come out. So I'm just going to take this little, I have this little itty bitty mini that I've had forever and ever and ever, and place that right in the middle. So it's the widest part here. So I have a half and then 3/4 and then this 1 1/2. I'm just going to put that there. And run that through. Is it straight? Okay. Okay. And that gives me my opening for my tissue box. Got a little glue on that. And then burnish our edges. And then our last piece that we cut, this was the 1 1/2 by 2 1/2. That will go in the bottom because you see this won't close all the way. That will go here and here so that it is the same size as the top. So what I'm going to do is put this up to there. And this can go here. It should fit. We definitely want it to, so. It should go all the way to the end. Now, if it doesn't, I'm just going to snip it off. It should go right to the end. The math works that way. Okay, so now we have our little tissue box. So, in order to make that work, I want the tissue box to be glued here to the top. So I'm going to put that here. This has to have glue on it. So I'm going to use my liquid glue. I'm going to lay it here, halfway in between, and then I'm just going to close my top. Hold that for a minute, and then I'm going to flip it up, and I'm going to put this glue on the bottom and close it. Okay. Now, when you open it, your tissue box is right there. Isn't that cool? Now, I'm going to take a tissue, and I just took this out of my tissue box, and I want it to be about the same size as the tissue box, and I'm just going to cut it. And so I cut it about 2 3/4 inch wide, and I'm going to cut it about 3 inches tall. Then I'm going to take a piece of tear and tape, and I'm going to take 2 pieces probably, and I'm just going to put them, or you could use glue dot, or you could use liquid glue. And if I was thinking, I would have put this on before, but it doesn't matter. I'm just going to stick this right in here. Probably only need 1 piece. And that's when this tool really comes in handy. Just take the paper off. Okay, now my little tissue is going to go in here, and let's see, 3 inches might be a little bit high. So I think I am going to cut it down a little bit. Okay, so now it's about 2 inches high, and I'm just going to stuff it in there. And there it is. Here's your little tissue in the box. Okay. Now, what I did was I got this Get Well Soon. That is from the Greetings for All Mix and Match. You get all of these different greetings in here, and you get 2 of each sheet, and then also you get a black two black on white. And I've shown this before. It is all different kind. This one was a Happy Thanksgiving, or St. Patrick's Day, Happy New Year, hello. And you get 2 with white on black, and then you get 2 different, 2 of each, black on white. And I do not have a Get Well Soon stamp from Stampin' Up. Lots of them from Close to My Heart. But I might have some orange on here that it's going to match. But I'm going to take a little bit of Timid Tiger, because I think I used Timid Tiger last. And I just want to lightly, just kind of lightly give a little smoosh. And maybe just a little bit more. A little bit more of a cloud. Just kind of gives it a little background. Add my greeting. Let's see, do I have any questions here? Oh, wow. Hi. Hi, Renee, Jackie. Linda Haas, hi. Okay, so then put this down here. Get well soon. And we're done. And that should close up. Oh, I think we need to have an embellishment. So I'm going to use the In Color flat pearls and just put one right here. This Timid Tiger is my favorite of the flat pearls. I'm going to put it right down here in the corner. You've been on my mind. Get well soon. Isn't that fun? So there you go. Again, whoops. Again, here is the sheet. If you did not take a screenshot, I'll put this down. And this is it in let's see. Summer Cloud. No, not Summer Cloud. That's the Close to My Heart color that it kind of matches. That's Timid Tiger and Cloud Cover. And this is Timid Tiger. So there's my hands out of there. Very good. Thanks for joining, everybody. And then also, I also wanted to put a shout out to my grandma gathering in August. Look for this on my stamp scrap and chat with Liz. It's pinned to the featured. I have ordered kits. They'll be here Friday, tomorrow, or Saturday. And they are to make these cute cards. Look at this. Your Dynamite. And it's free shipping today and tomorrow left. So tomorrow, today and tomorrow, we had yesterday, today, and tomorrow. Have a magical birthday. We have free shipping on a $75 order or more. So, and I ordered these 2 days before I knew that there was going to be free shipping, so I didn't get in on that. But this is just $12 for the class. And everything you need comes in this. You're my best friend. I thought this would be cute for grandkids. Look at that. So, and I'm doing this August 11th and 12th. And so, don't forget free shipping today and tomorrow. Have a great weekend. Happy summer. Summer's almost over. So, next week I will not be live. I'm going on my scrapbook retreat, Moosely Memories. It's our 25th year of 10 of us, and sometimes up to 30 of us getting together and scrapbooking. But there's 10 true, and it's our 25th year. So we'll see ya. Bye.